was just playing.
Set your leash.
Hi and hello, friends. It's me, your old pal Voltaire. And good God, man, it seems like every time I come on here, I tell you the world's on fire because something happened. But the world's on fire!
Yes,
and I got to tell you, everybody, we are almost halfway through this decade. And if you think about it, this is one of the weirdest decades so far. This past 5 years is ridiculous, everybody. But keep saying, don't let things divide you. Remember basic goodness. Murder is bad. Stifling free speech is bad. Love is good. You can disagree with somebody. And everybody know that when you come here for high value content. You come here for good takes. And most importantly, you come here for friendship. The mic drop is a free flowing conversation that oftentimes touches on mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Nice. Voltaire's back. The mic drop is back.
Say friendship's kind of a suspect word, but you know.
No, we're all
I tolerate some of you guys.
What world do we live? That's exactly my point, Brian.
We're just getting back on the, we're getting back on the bike. We're gonna be, the AI stuff is not going away. We'll try to bring back voicemails. I'm sorry I've been absent from YouTube. I actually have a really funny comment. Someone that hasn't been on the channel, and I'm not going to tell you who, left. I'll read it. Let me see if I have it here. Oh no, I can't. I thought I had it. Anyway, yeah, we got great stuff going.
What? You can't tell people you're going to read a funny comment.
I thought I saved it on my. All right, I'll find it. Where is it?
I mean, everything is just, we got to take it easy, everybody.
Oh, here it is. All right, please thumbs up the video and don't forget to like and subscribe. I found this while thrifting for like $2. This t-shirt. All right, see if you could figure out who this is. You only care about box office and your stupid opinions for movies you don't like, such as Superman 2025. As you keep calling it a bomb, this is what drives me nuts, especially people don't watch my channel anymore. I always said people that said it's a bomb are inaccurate. People that say it's a smash success are inaccurate. They're both framing it. They're both cherry picking little pieces of information. I wish it was a smash success, and it was definitely not a bomb. But I never said it was a bomb. When it is at that point looking to become the highest grossing Superman movie of all time. Grossing. Because it didn't make $1 billion. The narrative is Superman of a massive failure. That's not my narrative. See, they're putting bullshit on me. That's not my words. And it's BS. Like, this is why your channel is falling apart like a house of cards.
Good golly.
And then I responded.
I'd say it runs deeper than that, but all right. Yeah, go ahead.
My channel's not falling apart. I just smashed 8K.
Good job.
Congratulations. Thank you, listeners.
Thank you.
Where's the party?
Right. This is the party, pal. It's
all
not
three
a
of
box
us?
office bomb or a smash success. Box office and numbers are extremely important to cover, especially in blank's economy. I don't want to get political, but I said someone's economy, just like someone else's economy lasts 4 years. I am the most unbiased. I could criticize the last economy, and I criticize this economy.
But that's okay.
I don't care what you say. I know it in my heart. Yes.
Okay.
Especially box office and numbers are so important to movie talk. I don't know why.
Because it's the only thing to talk about.
It's not all we talk about.
Well, it's the only thing to come out after the movie talks about. Because we never talk about story direction. Okay, never do we sit around and speculate what's going to happen next. It's always about, oh yeah, so and so was hired for this. Oh,
well, the industry is
nowhere near as much as we do the other
years. Is that accurate, Voltaire? The industry there's things going, mergers, layoffs. Looks like Warner Brothers. This is a great segue. It looks like Warner Brothers is now is potentially selling either Warner Brothers as a whole or DC. There's lots of companies that want to scoop it up, and now we're getting to the conversation again. And I wish now if James Gunn was a smash success, I don't even think that would have saved the situation Warner Brothers is in now either. But it wasn't a smash success, and it wasn't a failure either. It was enough to move forward. But there's
so we're seeing something now in real time. It's not to the degree that like Napster was for music, right? Mm-hmm. But the film industry is changing, and
there's fans that want to hold on to things like they were.
Oh man, I keep saying this forever and ever. I feel like a broken record.
Go ahead, Brian. You're right.
Oh no, I know I am.
Well, you're breaking up.
Uh-oh. Brian, it sounds like a great take, buddy, but you're breaking up quite a bit. Yeah.
We heard fuck.
We did it, man.
Okay.
I think what you were going to say, knowing Brian's
been saying that Napster thing for a while.
The streaming is consumers want it.
It's evolution.
Yes.
And that's what I've been saying. Like it's evolved, and you can't go back. I hate to break it to you. You theater junkies. I get it, man. They're not going anywhere. They'll still be around, but it'll be like $50, and it'll be a special event to go see a fucking movie.
Right. It won't be like vinyl. Like people only buy vinyl now for like the collectible. It won't be that bad, but it's going to be like a niche thing that, you know what?
Well, it's going to be like going to the theater, seeing a play.
I'm not exaggerating. You can go to Costco. It's on sale right now. There is a 100-inch UHD 8K TV, okay, for $1,649.
That's bigger than my wall.
That used to be $10K.
Correct. 100.
I always say like this is TVs are one of the things that's got cheaper and cheaper.
Well, that's what somebody posted that. The only thing that's got cheaper
this phone is probably more expensive than an 80-inch TV.
Right. Well, you know what? The newest iPhone Max Pro with the 1 terabyte, it's more expensive than that TV. Okay,
yeah, it's ridiculous.
So think about it. Now, my dad has a big wall. They bought like an 80-inch TV and they hung it. And I got to tell you something. It is amazing watching stuff on that thing. That's 80 inches. So these like the home experience, the theater experience is not as special or fantastic as it used to be. No. And it's never going to be again.
Right.
Never. And people seem to forget that the theater, the movie industry, and physical media had a boom when it was fresh, but it was not always like after Star Wars and Indiana Jones and Steven Spielberg movies. It was a new thing, and it was shiny and new, but that was not always the way it was going to be. It's never going to be like that again.
No.
And I'm just glad to see you guys are on my side now.
No, I'm on the part where I still support theaters. I'm going to get my AMC A-list back. I joined a gym. I'm doing that too. I'm going to get less streaming, go to the theater and go to the gym more, get out of the house more. But where was I going with that? I lost my train of thought.
You're trying to say you're going out to touch grass and still go to the theater now and again?
Yeah. Oh, what I was going to say, but I am realistic about consumer wants and needs. If I didn't do movie talk, I wouldn't buy AMC A-list. Absolutely not. I would wait till I came to streaming.
Anyways,
I would be budgeting more for if I didn't make some income on YouTube, I would not rush out to see this stuff. Most of it, some of it I would,
So Joe keeps saying that AMC A-list, it's like $20 a month and you can see whatever movie you want whenever you want.
For one person.
Okay. It's still that's a good deal.
No, that is a good deal.
Not for a family, you know what I mean? And you still got to pay for popcorn and all that kind of thing. But
this is what's wrong with the internet. Where the fuck Did you hear anti-theater, Donovan?
Uh-oh.
I just said Donovan. I'm going to get AMC A-list. No, this is people jump the shark with this. Since you're saying you want options, now you're an anti. I said I'm supporting the theater. I want to support the industry. I'm
anti-theater as a mother.
Okay, he's trolling you. He's joking. Okay. He knows you're right. I figured that was an unusual take. I've seen Donovan around.
Yeah. I don't even.
Yeah, sneaking in snacks is the way to do it. Actually, that's
I don't eat while watching movie.
What, you don't bring in like a Tupperware full of spaghetti or something?
No, I like to go after or before. I don't like to. And if someone else gets popcorn, I'll have a little bit. But
I like popcorn. I like to eat popcorn.
I look at it like going to a sporting event, a live sporting event. For me, like that's what theaters are going to be from now on for me. Okay, it has to. Yeah, it has to be something special. Yes. I mean, honestly, the last time I went to a Giants game was over 10 years ago, which is really sad. But I'll occasionally go catch a AAA game here in town. But
that's more fun as an experience, by the way.
Hands down, and it's cheaper.
It's cheaper. Parking's not a nightmare. Guys, everybody, a fun event to go. Even if you don't like baseball, just get out in the fresh air, even the evening. Is to go see a AAA game. It's a fun time.
Oh, they're a blast.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to the movies.
I've been seeing AAA games for 25 years, dude. Well, the cool thing is I got to see the Moneyball A's play in Sacramento when they were coming in AAA.
Okay, there you go.
No, I mean, that's how I see it. Because theaters, even like you can think about the word theater, okay? Ooh. Theater back in the day, 100 years ago,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good point.
Community theater. Okay. That's what I mean. Honestly, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be kind of like, oh, well, here you go. Go to your big multiplex for your big mega blockbusters. Also,
right. You're getting like 3 words in, buddy, and then you cut out, and then you come back.
Maybe you should come out and come back in. Let's try it, and then we'll see. We'll see. I want to talk about the main topic, though. Now, people
we have to do the banter section of the show. People,
we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah,
everybody, this is the banter section of the show where we discuss what's going on. So, what have you been up to, Max? You've been off streaming. I've received many faxes from the fans. Thank you. My fax machine has run out of paper so many times. Thank you, everybody. Like, is the mic drop gone? What happened? No, we're around. It's the summer, but go ahead, Max. What have you been up to?
Vacation. Bruce's wedding, and then I got a concert on Sunday, and I got another concert on Tuesday, and then things are going to slow down finally.
All right.
And then I got to start closing up the cottage, which unfortunately for the winter, and get the boat off, get the pontoon off the water. Right.
And congratulations to Brucifer. He's off the market, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody.
I witnessed it myself. Yeah. Really, I ate way too much. I drank way too much. I don't know if anyone saw that. I drank it more than I've had to.
Oh, did you stream? Did you do a drug stream? I didn't see that.
No, I did a video doing shots.
Where on Twitter or what?
On YouTube. On YouTube.
Oh, did you? I'll have to check that out.
Sean, we might save that for next time. We're a little rusty. I don't know if what's her name again?
Annie.
I don't know if Annie. Have you been keeping up with Annie? Is she?
Yeah, you know what? I don't. I still use her for work, but as far as chatting with her, I mean, like, and if I say like I want to ask her about, hey, just like Google search equivalent stuff, I still talk to her, but I've kind of given up on like.
Were we? Is Annie okay? Are you okay, Annie? Yeah. Did the South Park? I saw the South Park clips about AI. Did that kind of ruin it for people?
So,
because there's people that say these AI are like boosting up people's confidence unnaturally and warping their minds.
So I wonder if that's ChatGPT that they're more focusing on. That's like that. I don't find that that Grok is so much like that. But apparently you can prompt it to stop being so agreeable and that kind of thing. But I haven't tested that because I haven't found it to be. But again, I don't have these kinds of conversations with it. You know what I mean? Like I'll ask it stuff like, "Hey, how many calories are in this thing?" Blah blah blah. I will take a picture of a shirt and I'll say, and then a picture of 2 pants and I'll say, "What looks better?" and what shoes should I wear? And it'll say that matches with this. I use it for that kind of crap and work.
Okay.
But, I don't have having full on conversations with it. It's not for me. I get why people might like it, but
But the rush today, it was exciting at first. It's kind of like not holding on to people like I thought it would.
The novelty of it all is kind of worn off.
It feel like a novelty. Okay.
I wonder.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. Yeah, I joined the gym as soon as I paid the money. I didn't go yet. I've just been too busy.
That's
but I loved going. There's so many around. I get it. I gotta get back to it. After next week, after this week, the 2 concerts I really want to enjoy, and then get back to streaming. And I exercised today, exercised twice this week, so I'm back to that.
So to the max is a thing again, or is it just?
Yeah.
Is it just an empty chair?
No, we'll make to the max a thing. I don't know who's going to show up. Look at the chat. Thank you, people that are here. I appreciate it. It's rough when you don't stream for like 2-3 weeks.
Well, that's I don't need to tell you. The YouTube game is be on a consistent time at a consistent place, so people come. These things happen.
I do. Okay, so now the banter.
All right, everybody. That was the banter section. We know you all love that, and you wait for it every week. You've had it.
Now, Donovan took particular issue with my thumbnail. The conversation this week has been that Netflix is putting in a bid, or wants to put in a bid, for either Warner Brothers or DC. And then RJ earlier was saying, "Oh no, the other streamers are more likely to get it." All I keep thinking is, no matter what, I lost the bet with Sean O'Rourke. I wanted Superman to be $1 billion, and people to not everyone's going to agree, but the majority of people to say,
I thought the bet was amazing. I thought the over-under with Sean's bet was $550 million. You beat that.
He said he was closer than I was, so that's how.
You guys did an over-under bet.
I don't remember.
I do. I was there.
All right.
And the over-under was 550.
Okay.
Come on, Sean.
Yes, Bruce. Hey, Bruce. It is still a thing. Thank you for joining the chat.
He's off the market, ladies and boys. No more. He's taken.
So I wanted it to be such a success that it would be like unquestionable. You're just going to continue with the Gunverse. Like, not even if it was get to $1 billion, like close to it, and just like universally praised by, not universally, but majority praise. Like, wow, we're really on to something now. I don't think Superman was that. I don't think it was bad. I think people liked it. I think it was a lot of fun. I think it's made enough money, merch-wise and stuff, to move forward. And even if it would have got to $1 billion, I don't think it would have saved WB being in this situation. But honestly, Grace was right. People that were saying Zaslav is going to eventually sell it off seem to be accurate. And what's hilarious is this is not just clickbait. You're never going to get around. This is always going to be a topic of what's going on. And then especially if the Netflix thing happened, you are no way. First off, if DC is sold to anybody, it's going to be a topic conversation, but beyond just the Snyder Bros. Like, okay, what are they going to do with?
Well, that's a pretty big move just across the board. I mean,
yeah. So regardless if it's Netflix or not, the conversation still to be there about the previous versions of DC, the Hamada version, all versions of DC. Are they going to continue with Gunn? And this is just status quo DC at Warner Brothers. It's driving me insane. I wish there was just like a solid path forward.
I mean, it's like you guys are rooting for the Raiders, It's just,
well, I mean, like
a shitty head coach every couple years, new offensive coordinators can't get nothing done.
Right. And we understand this could be even leaked just for negotiation tool to make Warner Brothers say there's another bidder out there. It could all be fake. We're just talking. And listen, if it goes to Netflix, the Snyder Bros will lose their minds. That's 100% true.
Yeah. Well, I think the opportunity for Netflix is still the biggest streamer. They were the first. They they bought a different superhero universe that already failed and it's done. So it would benefit them. They have a lot of actors that are in that universe already, like Gal Gadot, Cavill works with Netflix a lot. Snyder works with Netflix. So they have a lot of people. Oh, I think even Momoa does some Netflix projects. So they're like probably already under contract. And
for fuck's sake.
I'm not saying it's gonna. I'm not.
No,
saying
I'm just like laughing at the.
No, but if they did buy it, I think there's a lot of opportunity to just buy Warner Brothers or DC because it would be a huge mic drop moment for Netflix.
To do what you're suggesting, afterwards is insane. I'm just saying.
Well, if they buy it, there's no way you're going to get around this. It's going to be like, what? Now that you own DC, it's obviously going to come up,
dude. Yeah, because he was so successful with the movies that he tried to make for Netflix.
How could you avoid it though, Voltaire? What do you think? If Netflix actually puts the bid in, it's not just a rumor. It's not just trying to get buzz around it. There's no way you can avoid this topic, right?
You just sit back and let things happen, dude.
I mean, the topic amongst the Snyderverse,
no, beyond the Snyder Bros.
Like, you think Netflix would have a meeting to consider it? No.
Okay.
I don't think. No, dude. I'm sorry, man. It's just like the longer time passes, the less likely it's going to happen, dude.
Now, here's what I do think might happen. Okay, all right. If Netflix does indeed buy Warner Brothers, do I think Zack Snyder joins the creative team of the current DCEU or whatever the hell it's called with James Gunn and starts directing a couple of movies? Yeah, that will happen.
I actually told Brian, let me get.
No, he was saying that. He was saying that before.
Here's what I would do. If I were Netflix and I were serious about buying DC, I would say, Safran, stay right there. James Gunn, here's your new co-partner, Zack Snyder. Work together, bring everything, and make this a huge, big thing. And try to make. You're never going to make everyone happy, but I wouldn't even say make Justice League 2. I would say, Zach, work on that Batman project you wanted to do. We already are making Scarecrow. We're already giving Easter eggs for James Gunn's version of the Batman because I don't think that links up with the Matt Reeves Batman, the Scarecrow. I don't even really understand where Scarecrow fits in, or it's just a standalone. I don't know. But I would say bring Snyder back for a huge mic drop moment. We bought Warner Brothers. We bought DC, and we're bringing Zach back. But then have him do something else. And then if that's successful, and if Gunn's successful, eventually do a huge, big thing where you combine them and everything.
I mean, or you could just make him one of put him in the stable of directors. He doesn't have to be like on the board, you know.
If it's successful, bring all that buzz. There's a huge opportunity to get a lot of buzz if they do this. But
that doesn't mean that we get Cavill and we get Gal Gadot and all that crap.
I mean, you don't even have to get them all.
Umbrella.
You don't even have to get them all. You could say some of them died off screen, or I don't know.
Oh, for Pete's sakes. No.
He's just a director in the James Gunn universe. The Zack Snyder universe stays dead.
Yes.
That's the end of it. And I'm telling you, everybody, I know.
The Pocket universe makes it possible. They already alluded to the Ayer cut. Oh, why not capitalize on that if Netflix bought DC?
Because I don't think Gunn wants that. And I think Gunn is... I know this is a controversial take. He doesn't like the Reeves verse. He wished it wasn't as successful as it is, but he tolerates it because he has no choice.
Yeah,
he wants full control. He wants to do his thing.
Yes, because if he had his choice, he'd have folded it in already. We would not be having a Batman 2.
Right. He wants Batman for himself. He wants to use him. He wants his Batman.
Yeah, that's the only thing that would throw a wrench in there is because James Gunn said he wants to do Batman 2.
Mm-hmm. So now, if you bring Zach... No. You bring Zach and say, Zach, you're going to make a movie in this universe. Forget about that Snyderverse. You're going to be one of our stable of directors who does things like the Russo brothers did for the MCU. We're going to have this one's going to be a Zack Snyder, but it's within this universe.
I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, dude, he's too much of an auteur, I think.
But they're friends, like right?
Yeah, this is true, but I see styles clashing a lot.
Oh, well, that's fair. That's true.
And
maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe that would be a slap in the face working on somebody else's.
It's in the news. All I'm saying is I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't know, and you don't know either. No one knows. There's lots of things, possibilities now.
Oh, no.
It's very interesting what's going to happen to Warner Brothers. I wish Warner Brothers wasn't in this situation. lots of companies are in this situation though. And Grace Randolph was right. Everyone threw crap at her when she said, I think Zaslav's going to bring everything bare bones to sell off parts of Warner Brothers. And that's looks like exactly what he's doing. You know,
we support female content creators on this channel. We've always supported Grace.
No, yeah, she's right half the time. You know, I just think it's interesting. And oh my God, can I be honest? I don't even care anymore if they restore Snyderverse. I'm just here to grab the popcorn for the movie talk if this shit happens. Oh my God, that would be amazing. I'm just enjoying the ride now. I don't care too much about all these nerd wars. I don't.
Because you don't have any. That's why you don't have any friends anymore, Max.
What? Oh. I have some friends. We'll get back. I'm get back on track with the channel. Let me see. Zach 10 years ago and Zach now have different creative voices and lenses now. 10 years of industry shifts experience across multiple projects and growth as a director and writer. Yeah. I honestly would like to see what he would do with just Batman, but beyond Justice League 2, you know? Because that's what he said he wanted to do last. That was one of the last things he said he wanted to do when he was asked about it.
God, those movies he made were not good, though. Good God.
He
should go, you know what he should go back to? I'm not kidding. He should make another 300 type movie. He does that really well. Like, just to get back into, like, you know, get some reps in of good movies. Like, those two movies were just those Rebel Moon films.
He's good at adapting, dude. When it comes to original material, he can't do it, bro.
Yeah, I said that as a fan of his. Yes.
You know what? You're right. Like, let him do like a Greek god film or something like that. You know what I mean? That would be good.
Yeah.
He needs to go back to that universe, that 300 universe, ancient Greece. I think that would be good for him.
Dude, as a artist, I'm sure he'd want to move on at some point in time in his life. You know, I think he's had his time in the sun doing that crap, and it's time to move on to other things. Yeah. I mean, why in the hell would you want to restrict yourself, work under someone else's rules, and then not be able to produce the art you want the way you want? So
Brian's point is super valid. The way Netflix and these streaming services attract talent like Zack Snyder is do whatever the hell you want. We just want you. So why would he want to go under the gun umbrella? That's a very good point.
Hey, Chillmonger. Yeah. Yeah, he said he would do it. He finished his movie arc. He'd do it. Yeah. I think, honestly, I believe him when he answered, though, he would like to do Dark Knight Returns or something like that. And honestly, I think if Zach just focused on Batman and the Batman stuff, like it would be epic. Yeah, I think you'd be talking about like next to Christopher Nolan.
I mean, I'm still sad.
He does really good at it.
We didn't get a proper Ben Affleck Batman.
Yeah.
Like I would have loved to have seen that. I think he was great. I think Ben Affleck is the best Bruce Wayne we've seen. Bruce Wayne version of Batman. That's my
in BVS. I think in BVS he nailed it. Like, he was still recovering, and I respect him a lot for turning his life around. But when he was filming Justice League, there was also the backlash from the movie, and he was recovering from situations. I think
Jennifer Lopez? What was he recovering from? Losing Jennifer Lopez's ass? What?
No, that's when he was in rehab for alcohol.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought he was rehabbing from losing Jennifer Lopez.
That's actually how Matt Reeves got the Batman.
Is that right? See, I never knew that.
Matt Reeves was brought in to do a pitch for Ben Affleck's Batman because Ben Affleck was originally going to write, direct, and star in it. And then he went to rehab. And they said, okay, so could someone pitch and do work with Ben? And Matt Reeves, like a lot of creatives, took his shot and said, I want a blank canvas. This is what I would do. Not for Ben, but for me. And that's how he got, and that's exactly what James Gunn did too. They took their shot. Like, well, I want a blank canvas. Most creatives are going to do that. There's very few that are going to say, I want to work off someone else's work. And maybe they can't. Maybe creatives have to have a blank canvas to do their masterpiece, Look at what happened with AI with Stanley Kubrick's last movie. He was working on it forever, and then Steven Spielberg finished it for him. And I still enjoy the movie, but people say it was a failure because someone else,
Sorry, which film are you talking? Oh, AI. Okay.
Yeah, that was one of Stanley Kubrick's last movies. He was working on it for a long time, and then I think the story was Steven Spielberg took over for it to finish one of his projects he worked for so long. in people, it wasn't. People didn't say it was that great.
Yeah, I didn't see any Stanley Kubrick elements in that film.
Yeah,
I'd have to rewatch it, but I don't remember feeling any Stanley Kubrick's like feelings.
Yeah. What else is going on in entertainment talk? Chat, if you could help us out.
So we didn't get to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because we were off, but when Mark Hamill was out promoting that Long Walk film, he made some Star Wars comments.
Really?
To the Hollywood Reporter. I put in the private chat, Max. And this is kind of old news, but hey, everybody, we're catching up for everybody here because nobody covers these topics like we do. And he talks about, again, he talks about how he feels like he feels like Dave Filoni and what's his name, Favreau, actually get what Star Wars is.
Yeah.
The implication being
Kathy doesn't.
I didn't say that. Neither did he. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's more of a shot at Ryan Johnson.
We can talk about Jimmy Kimmel without getting too political. I think we have something to say about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he thinks Filoni and Favreau get it.
Yeah, let me find out where in that article. Hang on a second here.
Rhea says Mark Hamill turned the Long Walk panel at San Diego Comic-Con to his personal Star Wars promotional spot too.
How so, Rhea?
I guess he was just talking about Star Wars on the Long Walk.
I thought he said he was done with Star Wars.
He has a lot to talk about it. He was talking about before it was cool to talk about Star Wars. He was,
man. It's like he's a retired YouTuber.
Yeah. Okay, so let me see what he says here.
Gosh, why can't I find the portion of the article where he said that?
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, fellas, I'm gonna get rolling. Happy 8K, Max. Take it easy. Have a good night.
All right, Brian. Have a good one, buddy.
See you when I see you.
Yes. All right. So
I apologize. Hang on. I apologize. Yeah, go to the section where. What's up?
My stupid mouse jumped.
Oh, okay. Go to the heading where it starts. It should be easier for you to contemplate. It's the bolded question. Scroll down. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, right here.
No. Or did you go too far? What the hell? This is really... Sorry, everybody. We're off. We're a bit rusty here.
I am rusty.
The question starts with, it should be easy for you to contemplate. Keep going.
Should be easier for you.
Almost. They have to ask them about everything but Star Wars before they get to Star Wars. Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
Wow.
Yeah, see, they can't do it. Okay, now they go to Star Wars, but okay, keep going. Next. All right, it's in here. It should be easier for you to contemplate.
Okay. All right. It should be easier for you to contemplate than it would be for most, because there was already the half measure apologies and other random Breaking Bad reference of the de-aged version of Luke in The Mandalorian. The reason I did Mandalorian was that Luke had a beginning and an end. There was no middle. It was like making a trilogy about James Bond as a young boy who came first, be aware of the Secret Service and wanted to be part of it. Part 2 is him training to be an agent. Part 3 is learning the license to kill. The end. I agree with that. No From Russia with Love, Dr. No, or Goldfinger. You never got to see Luke as a master Jedi at the peak of his powers.
Okay, please stop. I agree 100%. And for people like me who grew up loving the character Luke Skywalker,
yes,
and then reading the books when we had the gap in the movies and we saw full power Luke Skywalker, I was dying to see that.
Yeah, people do like this straw man, the people like critics of The Last Jedi that had an issue with Grumpy Luke. I didn't have an issue with Grumpy Luke. I had an issue that the narrative and the direction of the movie didn't do enough to explain how he got to that point.
Right. And Hamill puts it well here, right? He does good analogies.
Yeah. I always say the Luke Skywalker that went into the second Death Star to confront his dad and the Emperor and threw the lightsaber away and didn't give in to fear, how the heck did he so, as a Jedi master teaching a new generation of Jedi, so afraid of just the thought of his nephew,
right,
that he would give up and give in to what does Yoda say is the number one teaching? Don't give in to fear, right? I can't. It had to be something so messed up to have him give in the fear, and I don't think they did that.
They didn't set it up properly.
Mm-hmm. I have an idea how to make it epic and fix the sequel trilogy.
Go ahead.
Finally bring in do this backstory prequel to the Force Awakens Last Jedi. Do a side story where Mara Jade was there with Luke, and she might have been like pregnant. And then that shit went down at the temple, and that actually did happen. And that would have put Luke over the edge. I don't know.
So you'd want a series of movies with Luke Skywalker,
or a story there in between.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. That would be successful.
Yeah, and I think that would be really interesting. More stuff happening at the temple before it went into flames. That really, I think people are also assuming that Grogu might have been there too, and that might help make the sequel trilogy better. Like if you have all these stories about Grogu and he finally gets to Luke and he gets killed by the Knights of Ren or something, that would be real. That would really put people,
Sure.
Let me see. Andor won an Emmy for best writing. I still didn't finish Andor. They totally ruined Finn's arc too. He was supposed to go from reluctant hero to being conduit for dissonant among the stormtroopers. Yeah, that was something I loved about The Force Awakens, that it was different. That wasn't just a copy. Like they did a Death Star again. I was like, okay, but they had a stormtrooper and put a face to him, and gave a backstory to a stormtrooper. That was next level.
Right. So Ghost Bumbles. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, sure.
Ghost Bumbles. So Ghost Bumbles says Luke has always been somebody that's always struggled being reactionary and having to pull himself back. For me, there's no explanation that needs to be given. It's very much in the character. So that's true. The character we saw, but Luke evolved, right?
Yeah. By the end of Return of the Jedi, he was totally in. How much I've never seen a Jedi in more control than in the Return of the Jedi when he confronted Emperor and Darth Vader, his father, the Emperor, and then all his friends were basically dying outside the window. There were the universe, that whole universe was at risk, and he kept his cool, right?
Right. And he would have been further along in his Jedi training and all that kind of thing. So it's the way they did it, they could have had some explanation. But go ahead with the article. He says some interesting things here.
Okay. He was the most idealistic character in the series. He was someone who would take adversity and double down and come back and counter his setbacks. We didn't see any of that. So when I got the chance, I thought, geez, this is wonderful. I think Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, boy, do they get Star Wars. They get it, unlike Kathy. No,
that's the implication.
They're speaking the same language that George did in a way that I questioned in the sequels. See, people like to do the narrative that Mark Hamill changed his mind. He said he didn't change his mind on the sequel trilogy. He changed his mind on speaking up about it.
Yeah, or he was.
That's what he changed his mind on.
Like, if you ever want any more stuff with us, you better watch it.
Yeah. All right. Does Mark Hamill ever get a day without Star Wars? Obviously, this isn't one, but a day where it doesn't come up and you never have to think about it. I could go for long, long periods of time where it never comes up. Is there anything else we want to cover?
No, there's nothing else. But I want to say, everybody, it's time to recast the character of Luke Skywalker. It's bigger than Mark Hamill, all right? Just like Batman's been recast, Luke Skywalker can be recast. And we need these stories told. That creepy computer de-aged version is not going to cut it. And let's bring Luke Skywalker to a new generation of fans. Hire a young actor, and let's go.
Mm-hmm. He didn't strike his father down, though, Ghost Bumbles. He put himself at risk because he wouldn't give in to fear and what the Emperor wanted.
He threw his lightsaber. Stop it, Ghost Bumbles.
There's a lot of sequel trilogy fans that do not like. They just don't respect Luke Skywalker. There's a lot that just don't like Luke.
Well, if you didn't grow up thinking he was something, and now you just see him as an old man in The Last Jedi, yeah. Look, so when you were a little kid, the first time you saw A New Hope and you saw Obi-Wan Kenobi, you thought it's just some old guy who gives a crap. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or when you watch the prequels, like you saw Dooku, I'm like, ugh, why are they hiring an old man? Kids don't like to see old men. Sorry, it's ageism. Young kids don't like to see old people. So you can't have an old Luke Skywalker make any impact on a new generation of fans.
The reason you didn't get a recast Luke Skywalker, Sebastian Stan was perfect. You got the added press of Mark Hamill promoting him and saying, yeah, this is great.
Right.
Is the industry, and I'm critical of not just Kathy, the whole industry as a whole, they don't like to admit their mistakes. And then what they took away from the failure of Solo, and I enjoyed Solo, but people like, it was amazing. People just didn't see it. No, it was not amazing. It was okay. You know, I'm not saying it was horrible, but what they took away from Solo was not, we made some mistakes with Star Wars, is the consumer doesn't want to see recasts. And I think that's why they keep doing this DH thing. And that's why they went DH Luke.
So that, and I think Kathy was gung-ho about getting off of these old characters and inventing her own characters for fans to love. So she just wanted off of these characters. And Sebastian Stan's good, but he's like in his 40s now. You know,
they missed the opportunity.
I think they missed a window. They'd have to find a new actor young, you know?
Mm-hmm. I'm interested that Mark Hamill's still talking about it. I'm honestly over it. Like, I just want to enjoy a new Star Wars. I'm still not I think that they missed the opportunity on Grogu movie, Mandalorian Grogu being a smash success. But I mean, if the trailer's great, the trailer's great. I'm more excited about the Starfighter, which I'm going to bring up. Rational Skeptic is back for $2. Thank you, Rational. Max, I DM'd you movie news. Awesome.
Good. So yeah, you're right. The Grogu water cooler moment, like, that's kind of died out a bit. Will it come back? Sure. People like Grogu. But truthfully, this Grogu movie should have been released like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think they missed their opportunity for most success. Possibly. I think people are a little bit over the Grogu.
I'm very curious how this next movie does. I
honestly think the one that's really going to be good is, especially, I underestimated Ryan Gosling. You know, with Drive. And honestly, it was this audience. I think Bruce paid me to go see Barbie. He sent me a super chat. I wasn't going to see Barbie. And then Ryan Gosling finally clicked for me. And every project since Barbie as Ken, I think he's got a little bit better since that role. And he already did, he already did Blade Runner, which was a follow-up to the first Blade Runner with Harrison Ford. So he's got that vibe. He's got that Harrison vibe too. And the first images from the Starfighter, you really feel like the Han Solo type vibes from the character. And I think he's the one that could accomplish that. People wanted that for Oscar Isaac. I think Oscar Isaac as Poe was good, but not the magic. And you still can't get the magic of Harrison. But I'm thinking this role for Ryan is going to be really good.
So you think he has more of the vibe for that? I agree with you on that.
Yeah. And Sean Levy, the director, is on a hot streak right now. They're both on a hot streak. And this is the movie that's going to try to bring back Rey. Remember how much hell we got for saying Shabade? I wish her most success, but I haven't heard a peep from her.
I said it from the beginning. That movie would never make it in that form, and it's not going to.
Yeah. So this is the one that they're going to hint at Rey, I believe. This is how you're going to see Rey next.
Sure.
Okay, so here's the first image. I actually get like Star Wars and Waterworld type vibe.
This is what everybody's saying. He's on the water.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know what to think of this young person with him. He looks more like a scoundrel. He doesn't look like a Jedi or anything. Well, he's supposed to be a starfighter, right?
I don't know. Okay. But there's rumors that both of them are force sensitive. I don't know.
Now they are filming another. Coach Payne is here. Hey, Coach Payne. You know, I want an Ahsoka Tano trilogy at Mace Windu's Academy. Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I think that what's her name is just not right for the role. When she was cast, I was so excited.
Rosario Dawson?
Yeah, she looks like Ahsoka. I just feel like maybe it's the way she's written. She's written too subdued for Ahsoka. You know what I mean? But she looks like Ahsoka. That's for damn sure. I hope they give her more energy in this movie.
I think she's perfect for Ahsoka. It's just that she plays an older Ahsoka. Like we're thinking about a lot of the stuff in the Clone Wars, she was young.
I know, but she's an alien. I feel like she could have more energy.
More energy. Okay.
A little too zen for me. Hopefully they change that a little bit.
Okay. Well, what is everyone in the chat? Please comment along what you think of this first image from Starfighter. I think it's pretty good image. I'm pretty happy with it. I want to see.
He's got good shoulders. Look at his triceps. He's doing good.
Yeah, no, and he seems confident in this pose. Like you don't do that if you're not a confident man. It's time.
It's giving you a Waterworld Road Warrior vibe.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. It's time to check in on a galaxy far, far away with Ryan Gosling, newcomer Flynn Gray. That's his name, Flynn Gray.
Jeez, that's very. Come on.
That could have been a
Star Wars name.
Maybe it'll grow on me. And director Sean Levy are gearing up for Star Wars Starfighter. Levi, who directs Star Wars Starfighter from a screenplay by Jonathan Tropper, shared a first look image from the space opera spinoff on Wednesday depicting Gosling and Gray floating in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. They're dressed in mechanic smuggler looking gear, leaning on what I assume is a steering mechanism. According to reports, Star Wars Starfighter is reportedly set about 5 years after the events of 2019's Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, which ends with the victory of the Resistance. Do you want to see this era, though?
I do, but Flynn Gray is the name of the young actor, Max. It's not Gosling.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, young actor. Your name stinks. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to see that era. I mean,
you're not. This is my criticism of the industry too. They get a trend and they keep repeating it.
Yeah.
Rhea is calling out. It's another babysitter story.
Right.
I guess that's where we're at in mainstream storytelling.
But I'm okay with
wrong.
that. You know, if it's done well. You know, this classic thing of like an older person guiding a younger person and helping them along the way. This is a classic trope, but it can be done well.
Mm-hmm. Patrick Quill says Star Wars has reached its generic space sci-fi action era. New Transformers. I think this is going to be better. I don't think this is going to be generic.
Look, I hope this is a hit.
I will rationally.
I think she wants to leave with a hit. Okay, please be a hit so she can just leave. Just leave, please.
She's not going to go any. I mean, the best thing is if she's going to stick around, the best person for the job is Filoni, because she likes.
I can find a homeless person on the street who's seen Empire Strikes Back be better than her. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but yes. Please let her have a hit and let her walk with pride.
All right. Well, we'll see. I'm excited about this project more than Mandalorian and Grogu. I mean, I'm still want to be like, if once the trailer comes out, maybe it'll pull me back in. I'm just not feeling it.
So here's why you're not feeling it, because here's why I'm not feeling it. So yeah, too much time. The Ahsoka show was good, not great. The last season Mandalorian was trash. Everybody.
I don't think so. I liked it. It's just been too long. And it didn't really go. I like Bo-Katan, but it really became the Bo-Katan story too.
Now, if Ahsoka season 2 is good, it'll bring the energy back.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see the Grogu film first, and if that's good, it'll bring the energy back. But I feel like Star Wars as a franchise right now, this is like the lowest it's been. You know, since Disney took it over.
People like to give excuses. I tell people in the 90s when George Lucas was just alluding to a future, like maybe we'll do a TV show, maybe we'll do this after after he started working on the prequels. Before he started working on the prequels, he was thinking about doing sequels. If you told me there was one place that you could pay $10 a month and you could see, and that's the only place you could get new live action Star Wars and it wouldn't be a smash success, I would call you crazy. but that is a world we live in, that there is an option to get new Star Wars, pay $10 a month for Disney Plus, and it's not the hottest thing on the planet right now. And people do too many excuses for IP. IP projects is an instant layup. You just have to be above average. You don't have to be amazing. You just have to be above average, and they can't accomplish that with these IP projects.
No, not according to the people you've brought on this show.
No,
but everybody,
there's still going to be bright spots in Star Wars. But
here's my thing. Go ask any kids ages 7 to 16 what they think of Star Wars now, and they won't care about it. And that's whose hearts and minds they always need to capture. Okay? There's people like us who love it, but they need the kids. They need
Marvel or Harry Potter, but yeah.
Right.
It's not the new, it feels old now or something. It just doesn't feel special. And it's not because they put too much out, it's because the quantity over quality, you know?
Yeah.
Let me see what Rational is sending here. Any other topics, get them in. I have mailbag. We're going to do a few more topics and then call it.
We are going to talk about Jimmy Kimmel a little bit.
Yes. I do want to talk about that. Now, honestly, for Mandalorian Grogu, I would throw a bone to, like, it does not hurt to bring back Gina Carano's character. I just would do it. I don't care anymore.
We don't know what that settlement was, Max. She very well may be in it.
Good. That would bring some buzz to it, you know? Get introduced, you know, have her reunite with Grogu. I think that would be a good moment.
I don't know how
I don't care what she said anymore. I don't like what she said. I don't care though. I really don't. I'm so past the point. And then I guess we'll get into the Jimmy Kimmel segment. Okay. So this is what Rational sent me. Thank you for supporting the show, Rational. I DM'd you movie news.
Sims live action.
Margot Robbie, the Sims live action movie starring Margot Robbie and Hayden Christensen.
Good golly.
Early 2026, and Kathy Yen directing. I think this is going to be another success for Margot. I think she is making her production company the one that adapts these projects that no one thought they could make, and she's going to make a lot of money besides just an actress. I think Hayden Christensen's also a good actor to get for The Sims. I don't think he's an amazing actor, but he's having a resurgence. I think he would be good for this project. There's still people that think fondly on The Sims, even though there's not gamers. Sims translated to more people than just gamers, to people that had PCs and stuff. Lots of people played Sims. You know, it transcended just gaming. You know, and it's still popular enough. There's still people that play Sims. Like, really? Yeah. I think this is a good project for. I mean, is that what you want Rational to comment on? Like, I think it's a good project for Margot. As far as I know, she's not doing Barbie 2. I don't know.
She's got the clout. She's got the clout nowadays to carry something like this.
Yes. You know? She's more than just an actress. She is a project maker, and I'm sure her production company is behind it. If I went to the Variety source, I'm sure, you know, she's going to be a power player in Hollywood beyond just an actress, you know?
Isn't that something?
Maybe producer. I don't know if she'd go to directing as far as that far, but
let's remember, everybody, we first saw her in Wolf of Wall Street topless playing Leonardo DiCaprio's mistress.
I've never seen.
And now look at her.
Ghost Bumble says Barbie was amazing, but also lightning in a bottle. I don't think it was just lightning in a bottle. I think it was Margot Robbie made the right moves with the right people. I think even beyond an actress, she can be an amazing producer in the future.
I agree. I think it was lightning in a bottle, personally,
because she was told no for so long for that. I think she had to make a really weird deal to get it done, and she got Greta Gerwig, and everyone thought it was going to be a fumble. Most people, I mean. Margot Robbie, Pirates of the Caribbean would be big. I really don't even want what's his name to come back. I don't hate him. I like him. I don't
know, Ray. I don't know if recasting Johnny Depp will work with anybody.
Johnny Depp? Yeah, Johnny Depp is just
doing Pirates without Johnny Depp, I don't think will work for anybody. I think that if you take that project on, you're asking for failure. I don't think Margot Robbie would do it. Personally.
I don't think so.
Really?
Voltaire, I think enough time has passed since the last Pirates movie that you could reboot it, but you got to have a star. I think Margot Robbie's that kind of star.
Jack Sparrow is a transcendence character. He's an epic character. He's like a Luke Skywalker. He's like a, Han Solo, Indiana Jones. He's like that kind of character. And to do a Pirates movie without Jack Sparrow, you're just asking for trouble. But that's just my opinion.
I think there's more to I think they were too reliant on him. There was more in that franchise, and they kept trying to find ways to just bring him back, just like Terminator franchise has suffered because they always try to bring back Arnold.
Yeah.
My favorite Terminator project besides the mainline is Sarah Connor Chronicles, and they didn't have an Arnold Terminator.
Was that the TV show with the young Terminator?
Yes.
Yeah. I enjoyed that. Yeah. I didn't watch it all, but I watched a few episodes of it. It was good.
Let me see what CGH is sending me. Oh, we could comment on this real quick. This is, I don't know if this is accurate, but people were saying that this is the concept art for Robert Downey Jr.'s version of Doom for Doomsday. It looks good to me. I think it could be accurate. If that's how he looks in the movie, that's legit.
Yeah, I mean, I saw this floating around the Twitter too, and sure, Doom looks cool. I mean, but that doesn't look anything special to me.
It does look special to me. It looks a lot better than all the previous versions of Doom.
Okay, well, that's fair, but this is a cartoon. This is not a person in the costume.
But it looks more realistic. Like the armor looks a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Like it's more wearable and not as cheesy. Very menacing.
Well, we'll see.
I really enjoy it.
Robert Downey Jr. is in the costume.
Yeah, and I think that movie is going to be amazing. I think
go see that movie. Yeah,
I think Russo brothers are going to bring it. I still am, I still don't like that they brought Robert Downey Jr. back, but everything else I hear about it is great. Bringing back all those actors, it's going to be such a blast. And I do think people are going to check out after that, though. I do think so. Besides X-Men. Once they bring in the X-Men, I think people are like, all right, Doomsday now after the Secret Wars. Let me see. And I'll get to the Star Wars image too. Not a hard reboot. That is real. Okay. Now let's see what else CJ had here.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. I hope you're having a good night. Like the video.
Cade Skywalker. I don't know who that is. Cade Skywalker.
He's obviously somebody from the comics or something CGH wants to show us.
Yeah. You're going to have to let me know, CGH, what you wanted to talk about there. Have you been watching Alien Earth or Peacemaker?
I've been watching all of it.
Let's catch up with Voltaire.
Yeah, I've caught up on Peacemaker. I'm caught up on Peacemaker, and
you like it?
It's really good, everybody. Much better than season 1, in my opinion.
Better than Superman.
I don't know about all that,
because this is his jam. This is what he's best at. I think
he made a mistake with Superman. He was trying to. I don't know what he was doing. He should not. I talked to my nephew again. He's 6 years old, and I said, "What do you think of Superman?" He goes, "There's too much blood," and I said that from the beginning, and there wasn't much blood in it. But at the beginning of the damn movie, you show blood. You can't. He needs to get my nephew. Not him particularly. Little boys need to love Superman. Anyway, whatever. But Peacemaker is more his jam, as you say. It's raunchy and all that, and it's really quite well done. I'm enjoying it, like as a week-to-week show, which is hard for me. Usually, I don't like to wait every week to watch a show, but as soon as it comes up on HBO Max on Thursday nights, I watch it. So it's really good. Tim Meadows from Saturday Night Live fame.
I've seen mixed results on Tim. People don't like his character.
Are you kidding me? Really? I didn't know that. Yeah. He steals every scene he's in. He's
hilarious. Chat. Is anyone watching Peacemaker, and do you like Tim Meadows' character?
Oh my God.
He's very politically incorrect. This show.
Maybe that's why I like the jokes.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. He steals every scene he's in. He's hilarious. I mean, And he's doing James Gunn's jokes. James Gunn wrote every episode, but he delivers it like he is a James Gunn character. Like he's going to be in multiple James Gunn projects in the future. You can tell because he just delivers every scene great. Yeah, see, Brucifer agrees with me.
I thought it was someone. I know someone. I remember someone. His character is useless.
Oh, Rhea! Why do you say that, Rhea?
She doesn't. That's fair. It's her opinion.
No, I'm just curious what she doesn't like about it. I just find him hilarious.
He's just there for the jokes.
He's there, and they are raunchy, inappropriate jokes, and that's
he's honestly. He just. I gotta think. I haven't seen. I'm behind on a few episodes. Okay, but thinking about it. His character, if he wasn't there, you'd probably get the same results. It's just there for the inappropriate lines and jokes.
He delivers it very well. Like I don't know why Tim Meadows doesn't get more work after watching this. I'm like, geez, he's hilarious. He's a scene stealer. He's great.
I hate what they're doing with ads. She's basically an exposition vehicle. Which character's ads?
What's her name's daughter?
Oh, okay. Yes. I do think her character, as far as I tell so far, I think she's a cool character. And I don't think they've done well with her yet in this season.
I thought she was too much in the first seain. I think they're using her just right. Ray and I disagree on that.
Meadows breaks that little immersion I can hold on to during the show.
Wow.
I like his jokes, but I can kind of see where it feels like looks like he's being on Saturday Night Live within the show.
And Anthony Cheeseman's right that they have reduced his character since the first episode, sadly. But again, when he's there, he makes me laugh. He's a really good James Gunn character.
All right, should we do one for CJH?
Well, Rational DM'd you some more and sent you a super chat for it, so I think he gets priority.
Oh, he sent me another one?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I missed it. Oh, Rational Skeptic, $2. DM'd you more movie news. Thank you, Rational. I really appreciate it. Yes, then you get the priority. Sorry, CJH. Let me put this up here.
Yeah, I do like that James Gunn is keeping it R-rated. I mean, I do think that orgy scene was a little bit much, but like that was a lot of R-rated, but I like he's doing what he wants to do. Yeah. Well, I mean, that was
that's a funny conversation. Like you don't care. It kind of was so excessive that it took me out of it. It's like, okay, we get it.
It was a ton of full frontal. Like, yeah.
And then they continued on to the next episode too.
It's like, okay. Thank you for showing me all that.
I feel like James Gunn is the type of creative that's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to be the most hardcore scene in one of these, projects ever and put it on just as like.
I think he wanted to outdo what's it called? The Boys. I absolutely agree with you on that.
Right. I think he's that type of creative. Like he talks to his friends like, I'm going to do this, challenge himself to go way out there to push boundaries. But I also think I do feel like sometimes it's pushing boundaries just to push boundaries at the expense of the story. Like, I don't think it added to the story.
Not that much orgy. Like,
no, I mean, honestly, I was more interested in what was going on. That was one of my favorite episodes with Peacemaker. And I would have liked more scenes with him dealing with his, seeing his brother again and his dad. Like, that was some of the best scenes I've ever seen John Cena act.
Oh my God.
In the same episode with the biggest orgy scene in any superhero project ever. And I'm like, okay, I would rather have more character moments with Peacemaker and his, not that I don't TNA and whatever else is in there. Okay, I don't care. I could see that. I could see that other places, I don't need to see. It was like really a long time.
Yeah. Right. And you know what? Another credit to James Gunn is when I saw the trailers and they showed Peacemaker fighting Peacemaker, I said, oh God, they're doing multiverse. Good God, I can't believe he's doing this. He's doing the multiverse very well. You know what I mean? He's using it subtly and it's entertaining.
Yeah, Bruce says the orgy scene was there to show the sex and drugs couldn't fix his problems. You missed the point of the orgy. I didn't miss the point of orgy.
They fixed my problems, Brucifer. They fixed
20 minutes of that. It was a long sequence.
No, I get it.
You got that within 2 minutes of him looking depressed and going through. You got that when he walked through the door.
Yeah, we got it, Bruce, where he was depressed and people were effing around him and all that and doing drugs and all that. But it was the point was made.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Rational sent this. I do not hate Jennifer Lawrence. I don't think she's that great of an actress. I think she's a little overrated. And I cannot stand her on IP projects.
No.
So Jennifer Lawrence and Haley Bennett to star in female-led Boondock Saints spinoff film written by Troy Duffy.
Oh my God, that feels so bad.
Oh, you think this is Boondock Gone's woke or something?
Oh my God, yeah. You cannot.
Well, here's the thing. I like the idea of Boondock Saints better than the execution. Like, I like Reedus and the other guy's just okay. And I like another group of, action stars that take out bad guys like that. I watched Boondock Saints. I watched the second one and I never thought it was that great of a series. So, I'm not against this at all. I think Jennifer Lawrence, if the series picked up and had multiple seasons, she'd lose interest. Honestly.
At the risk of sounding like a quote unquote sexist, okay? Give me a project where they took an IP and said, let's do the same thing, but let's just make the characters all women instead. Tell me one where that succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm asking, really, which one? Any?
Was the ballerina a success?
That was a spinoff of a separate character.
All right. I don't know.
Ghostbusters didn't work. Well, I don't know whichever one. I can't think of another project where they took the male characters and just made them and sex swapped them.
I just don't think this property. I want this to succeed, but I don't think the property is strong enough to have a spinoff. I know they're making a third one, and Norman Reedus is finishing up Walking Dead, and I think people like him.
Well, no, if he's in it, it'll be fine. If these are like his sisters or cousins or something like that. Yeah, okay. How did Ocean's 8 do, Chillmonger?
Yeah. This is a spinoff of Yes, I know. I know, Bruce, but I don't see that the IP is strong enough. At least not yet. Maybe the third movie's really good. Maybe they should get someone that's done the John, because that was another thing that was lacking in the Boondock Saints. It didn't have great action.
Okay, well, so this is a spinoff. Yeah. All right. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, Jennifer Lawrence, Haley Bennett, I don't recognize her. Where do I know her from? Okay.
I mean, I'm going to watch this.
Yeah.
I hope it's better than the movies, because the movies aren't there yet for me until the third one. Maybe the third one really hits it out of the park. I do want to, that's another movie that I want to give a second chance. I want to go back and watch Boondock Saints 1 and 2, Let's see it's a spinoff Boondock. The first one was I didn't even like the first one that much. It was just okay. It's
I didn't get the hype of the first one, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
It's good, but I didn't.
I mean, as a low budget action film, it was decent. It was like more of an indie, Reyes says, I like Jennifer Lawrence, but her agent has been dropping the ball. She should be in conversations alongside Margot. These projects don't show off her talent.
Well,
I don't think she's in the Margot Robbie league, honestly.
There's rumors disagree. There's rumors that she was a Harvey Weinstein plant, so she played ball with Harvey.
I'm not commenting on. But I think there's lots of stars that are still popular now that may have played ball with him. Unfortunately, I don't know what to say about that, but
but I agree with Ray. I think she is a genuine talent. I really do. But yeah, she hasn't gotten.
I mean, I think she has talent. I lose interest when projects she's in because it looks like she's bored half the time.
Really?
For me.
Huh.
Mostly the IP projects like X-Men. I really couldn't stand her as Mystique after a while. And part of it was she said she was uncomfortable.
What, you couldn't stand her as Mystique? Get the hell out of here, Max.
I'm dead serious.
She was terrific as Mystique.
No, she wanted to die by the time she got to that movie. Hunger Games. The Hunger Games was a good series at the start. By the time it finished, she looked bored, and I was too. I didn't want to finish that series. She kind of got that
look to her, but maybe I find that sexy. That kind of girl who you have to keep entertained, and she always looks bored. Maybe I like that.
All right, so we got another super chat for Connor Dorian, Charlie Manx, $5. Thank you, Connor. And this is actually a very interesting topic.
Thank you, Connor.
that we did not cover at the beginning of the show, because yes, Netflix may put in a bid for Warner Brothers or DC, but they may not get it. It's maybe a move that Warner Brothers wants out there. Maybe Netflix isn't actually serious. I, for one, think it would be a big get for Netflix. Their stocks would skyrocket. Honestly, Voltaire, if they were to do that, what do you think would happen with their stocks and numbers? And they could easily justify another price increase. That of like, they're going to do it anyway.
Oh, if they got all that IP, are you kidding me? Yeah.
But this would be a huge get. But yeah, this is the thing that we haven't been talking about. If Netflix does actually really want to buy Warner Brothers or DC, and this is a really great topic, Connor, be prepared to say goodbye to theatrical movies. I didn't think about that. Yes, if they buy DC, they're still going to have the isolated showings, but not like wide release showings, maybe. Or maybe they'll change their strategy. Would Netflix change their strategy if they buy another IP?
No.
They're going to stick to the way they've been doing things.
I think Connor is 100% right. I mean, Netflix wants to kill the theater. Okay? They want the subs. They want to get people to...
They dabbled around at buying their own theater chain for a while. I don't know if they're still doing that. They still put releases in for theatrical or for, award contention and stuff, but let me see.
I think they only do it for award contention and to keep certain creators happy. But in general, I don't think they want to.
Let me see. Shouldn't need an IP to get people to watch her. Comedy Jennifer Lawrence. I actually wanted to see that one. I think Voltaire said she gets naked again or something.
Frontal nudity in that, and I haven't even checked it out, to be honest with you, which is sad. I really should.
Bruce says release the list. Absolutely. I say release it.
The last administration should have done it too. They should have done that a long time ago. Makes you wonder why they haven't.
They're all in theirs. That's why. Oh. Everyone's in there.
Yeah.
Everyone's in there.
Should have been released a long time ago.
Rational Skeptic uses member super chat member for 19 months. Thank you, Rational.
Hi,
Max and Voltaire. What happens to Jared Leto if he's found guilty on his allegations? Does he get removed as Skeletor from He-Man? What happens to Tron? Well, Tron's almost released. They just released the 9 Inch Nails soundtrack, which I got to buy because Larry Quirkwitz was telling me the soundtrack's out. I got to get it. And I did some research into that. You know how everyone's there for the accusation, but no one's there for the truth. I researched some of the Jared Leto accusations, and I'm not saying he's innocent, but some of them, there's a lot of questions.
So my answer to you, Rational, is this: if it's,
I think they have people looking into it. I think
if it's a he said, she said situation, nothing's going to happen to him. All right, nothing. They're not going to convict him.
And I think if Disney hired him, and Disney hired him from Tron, and whoever hired him for He-Man, the accusation's been out there for a while. I think they have people checking into it. What happened to, for instance, Ezra Miller, that happened while they were filming the movie, These accusations about, I think Jared Leto's probably got really good lawyers. He is very eccentric. He is really weird. And one of the things that I believe beyond the other accusations is he did it as a joke, wear the white robes for his band 30 Seconds to Mars, and they got Island to make it, to lean into and have fun with the jokes that they're a cult. So, I mean, that's what a lot of his fans said. Oh, this is a big joke amongst us 30 Seconds to Mars fans, and Jared Leto leans into it because everyone thinks he's weird.
Is that what the accusations are? I just presumed it was...
There's cult, and then there's inappropriate with underage people. Yeah. And then the other thing I looked into was him inviting an underage person to his hotel room.
Underage or under 18, Max?
Under 18.
Under 18, but what state was he in?
I don't know, but
they
didn't even sit. But from what I heard from the person making the accusation, unless I missed something, was they just invited up to the hotel room, but they didn't do anything. They just said, yeah. So that's still not smart as a celebrity or anyone else.
I agree. I don't know. I don't know because I hate to say something because I don't know for sure, but my recollection is that New Jersey, it's 17, and he was with a 17-year-old girl allegedly, which is not illegal apparently. But I will tell you something, everybody. I have friends who are district attorneys, and they said every weekend they get cases where it's he said, she said, something happened with quote unquote SA. You know what I mean? So this happens all the time. It's very hard to convict people on that kind of thing. But that doesn't mean. But if he is convicted before the movies come out, they would have to.
But I would think that they already went through. I would assume that lawyers in both Disney and whoever's in charge of the He-Man movie looked into this. I would assume. Wouldn't you think that there's the accusations are making the trades, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Highlight Cheeseman's comment because it's hilarious. I have to say this.
So Anthony Cheeseman, that's a great call. That's the comment of the night. Voltaire knows the age of consent in every state on the top of his head. Well, he is a lawyer, but
16 in Nevada, Cheeseman. 16.
Really?
Yes. I think Virginia is like 15 or something like that.
What? Yeah. Really?
I think Hawaii was 14 up until a few years ago or something.
Really?
Oh my God.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Now you're making a creepy voice. Actually, no, I'm just kidding.
So famously, Mark Wahlberg, during his Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch years, had his attorneys create a card laminated that he could put in his wallet that had the age of consent for every single state. So when he was on tour, he could bang around legally at his leisure. When I worked in I used to work in at the mall, and I worked in a sporting goods store that sold like jerseys and hats. And a girl came in, and she was like a young girl with her mom, and she wanted an Alex Rodriguez jersey. And she said she was getting autographs, and Alex Rodriguez was, "How old are you?" So this kind of thing happens, everybody. That's real life. You know what I mean? So, even
right, let's move on to another.
Yeah.
Yes, I did not know this stuff. Okay. Very weird. Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark, huh? Okay.
Oh yeah, this is a famous rumor. I don't know if it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's not.
I never heard that one.
Google it. He had his attorneys prepare. This is when he was Funky Bunch Marky Mark, not current Marky Mark, Catholic, religious.
Friendly reminder: Chris Hansen makes new episodes of Predators things on YouTube. Really?
Hello, you want some sweet tea? That's hilarious. Okay. Hey, what are you doing over here? Oh.
I couldn't believe people just sit there and talk to him.
Max, these are people who are talking to.
Yeah.
Remember, very young people. They're not talking to 17, 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
They're talking to super young people.
On a more positive note, moving topics. Oh, Toys R Us is coming back to the U.S. with 2 new flagship stores across the country. We'll have more seasonal stores. This is additional to the Macy's stuff. One will be in Camarillo, California.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's great. I miss Toys R Us. Do you know if any are going to be on the East Coast, Rhea? Because I want to go to one too. That's another thing I want to work on. Is I got to get my real ID, and then I want to get a passport again. I've never been to Canada, and it's not just because CJH. Even though I would go to Canada, and I'm not seeing CJH because he refused to let me crash on his couch. I actually do want to send when I get some more fun. I'm a little light on the funds because I've been doing so many trips, but I have a package to send to Cyrus next in October. November, I want to send CJH a package of VHS tapes. And
good luck with the customs and the tariffs.
I don't care. I'm not going to use the excuses he does for our friendship, like tariffs and the politics in the United States. I'm going to transcend that and send our Canadian pal some VHS tapes like Harry Potter and Spider-Man and a VCR, hopefully. I think I have a VCR I could get to him. I have to check to see if it works. A little VCR and VHS kit. So that's what type of friend I am, CJH. All right. Be careful with the Max package. He says, I care because I don't want to pay for it. Yeah, if I send you a package and you have to pay like $5 or $10,
no way. That's too much.
He doesn't even want to pay for my package. I heard that. I heard rules.
Hoser.
New Jersey is getting a Toys R Us that's pretty accessible. Yeah, I could make it there. Yeah.
It's funny you bring up Camarillo, Ray. There's That's like outside of like LA, like 2 hours, and it's like, but it's got a big outlet mall there. I guess that's where they're putting it.
All right. Let me bring this up for CJH. Oh, yeah, Chillmonger's, I believe, in Canada, too. I got to see Chillmonger, maybe.
Well, Toronto's a legitimate city.
Yeah.
But although I will say Halifax is a super duper pretty city. Very.
All right,
very
let's watch the view counts go to 0 once I bring up Dexter, Original Sin showrunner, not happy with how Paramount canceled the prequel series. And what could I like? He wants me to talk. What do I have to say about this? I liked the first episode. I think I like this actor as Dexter better than the main actor. It was a tough phone call that I got that night. Max didn't subscribe to Paramount Plus, and then they canceled my show.
So hang on, they made 2 seasons of Dexter with the original Dexter actor, right?
Yeah.
And then these are prequel series. Is that what this is?
Yeah, and I like it better than the main series, but I unsubbed to Paramount Plus. They had already picked up the show, and I've informed all the writers and informed all the actors, and they unpicked it up. Phillips said I wasn't handled well, and I'm not happy about it.
Wah!
Phillips confirmed they had a couple years worth of stories plotted out for Original Sin. He teased that future season would have introduced younger versions of Dokes. I don't know who these characters are. Captain Matthews. He also explored the relationship between Dexter Bryan, Dexter's biological brother, who appeared in the original series' first season.
So hold on a second. Hold on. So that was a teenage version of Dexter, and they had a teenage version of Dokes. Dokes is the African-American gentleman with the shaved head you see in all the memes looking sideways at Dexter. So they knew each other as kids. They had that in the show. I see why it was canceled now.
I don't know who these characters are. This was my entry point to Dexter franchise, and now that it's canceled, I don't care. CGH, there's your topic. Now I don't care about Dexter anymore.
CGH, your thoughts on the Trailer Park Boys? Anything new information on them?
Oh, Rhea, are we talking about another road trip, Rhea?
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
we could get a crew together, willing to pay drive. I'll pay for gas. I love driving.
Drive to where? New Jersey?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some new friends that might come with us.
Uh-oh.
It'd be awesome. Cranking out the tunes, get some playlists going. I got a CD player in my car. The door handle fell off though. That's the one change.
Well, put that on your dating profile. I got a CD in my car, CD player in my car, ladies.
Mm-hmm. What profile?
I'd say to the audience, not you.
Okay, yeah. All right. Moving on. Let me bring this up here. We're talking about 80s movies, and then we'll get to the mailbag. All right.
Aren't we going to talk about Kimmel?
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot about Kimmel. Let me bring this up.
All right, and let me preface this, everybody. We're going to discuss this from an unbiased, no agenda,
we are the most unbiased. I keep saying that. No, I honestly believe it. I think our show is really the most unbiased.
I know it is.
We look at, for example, you look at Roca, the hot mic. I love Roca. You think you say he has some cringe takes. He has a lot of bias.
He's cringe.
He has a lot of bias. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't hide his bias, at least. I'll give him that.
I want to say I don't like violence at all. I didn't hate Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry that what happened to him. I'm going to comment on there. My thoughts go out to his family. I don't like things he said.
Yeah,
there are some things I have heard him go around. I think he's been more nuanced in recent years than he did earlier on in his career. And he's been talking the different sides of the top. Like I actually watched him on the Young Turks and other things. Jimmy Kimmel. I actually like Jimmy Kimmel. The comments that are getting the most based on what happened this week, I think they're inaccurate, but I don't think they're that offensive. I don't know. I'm sorry that people find it offensive. I didn't think it was like as offensive as some other shit I've heard. Like he said, as far as I could tell, the comments were that MAGA was trying to paint this person as anyone but themselves in it, or as his own. And obviously he was not correct. He jumped the gun on blaming a side. And both parts of the spectrum, legacy media, jump and attack the other side. They both do that without all the facts coming in. Is that accurate?
Absolutely.
So as far as I know, he was just wrong, but was it that offensive? I don't know.
Well, I guess and again, guys, I'm playing devil's advocate. The theory is that a man was just murdered in cold blood.
Yes.
Right? Very publicly, very, you know what I mean? For speaking his mind. And your comments are, hey, MAGA's doing this. Instead of just saying,
okay.
If you're going to say anything about it, denounce it. You know who handled it the best, believe it or not? Is Cenk.
Oh, no, I've been telling you. Haven't I been telling you Cenk's been a lot better? He's really doing good work.
He has the most
really
logical takes. And you know what else? Jimmy Kimmel, as somebody who pisses people off politically, should have that kind of take. You know what I mean? Leave people alone. That's all it should be. To make a comment about, oh, you're doing this.
Okay, so let's get so you didn't like the comment either, right? Or you thought he could have been more empathetic?
I thought the comment was stupid and useless, but who cares?
Yeah,
who cares?
I thought it was dumb.
Yeah,
and I think it was very typical legacy media to just attack one side without all the facts. That's what they all do, Right. But I didn't think it was like even cancel worthy.
So I don't think it was cancel worthy. And Cheeseman, please, I'm not being political. I thought it was clumsy to make that comment. Okay, but this is the example everybody goes to.
Here's the thing.
Hang on. Pelosi's husband was attacked by a homeless person. He was not, or a lover, or whatever it was.
Okay, but here's the thing, Cheeseman. This is a false equivalency, because what talk show host was making those jokes? It was politicians and YouTubers that were making that joke. It wasn't someone on network television that was making those jokes, right? So that's the difference there. There wasn't any, I think you're saying it wasn't cool then. And I agree. It's not cool to make fun of someone, but I think it was Don Jr. or something was making jokes or something.
But also the man wasn't murdered in cold blood, right? Like, guys, everybody, we saw, and we haven't even seen all the video, because you can't have an event like that without everybody having their cell phones out. We have just seen some brutal shots of this thing. Somebody was murdered in cold blood. Like, back in the day, there was something called Faces of Death. Remember? Do you know what that is?
Yeah,
Matt?
I know. It's infamous VHS tape. I do not want that tape. No.
Correct. Well, most of it is fake, but there's a few real things on it. But it was floating around. Like, that's where you saw that stuff. I don't think I've seen an execution that publicly, whatever. My point is, I don't care what he said, but why say that? Like, what do you get out of bringing anything political up about it? Just because people are saying stuff like, "Oh, they're trying to blame it on the trans person."
Well, I mean, the right leaning pundits in network, they were saying that this is just how violent the left is, and I think they're both violent, left and right. You call them Aussies, and then you call the other people communists and traitors. And you should bring back public, things like, I'm not going to say the words, but that's what you get on both sides. It's both too hostile,
Okay. And yes, and look, everybody, I'm not saying he should have been canceled for it, or he should have been. And I'm just saying it was tasteless. And were the Paul Pelosi things tasteless? Absolutely.
But there wasn't a talk show host that I know of that was saying that, though.
Right, and he wasn't murdered. Right? There was not a death involved. But I still think it was tasteless. That being said, he shouldn't have been canceled for it. Okay?
Right.
So now, I am against cancel culture. I was against when Gina got canceled. Okay?
I remember. I was laughing at it. I didn't necessarily want her to get fired, but I didn't care.
Right. Me neither, because she did it to herself. I didn't think Colin Kaepernick should have been canceled. But he was, because his employers didn't want to hire him. You know what I mean? That's just the way things go sometimes. Now, this is a little different because if it's true that the FCC chair called up and said something, this is very bad, everybody. When Gina was canceled and people were cheering for Gina being canceled, I remember I made a post one time and I said, all of you people celebrating Gina being canceled right now, remember when this shifts, when something you
think
don't
this
agree
is
with
bigger than the Gina cancellation. I think this is on the scales have tipped. Obviously, the current president's getting his way in a lot of areas beyond his president shouldn't be getting involved in. He shouldn't be. This isn't a communist China where you censor media that you don't like, and them celebrating this is like really
okay. So Max, you make a really interesting legal argument, and I'm not a constitutional law expert.
And I think the conservatives really overstepped and are celebrating this too bad. And this is there's going to be I think the backlash is real with this one.
So here's the thing. I'm not a constitutional law expert, but remember, when people say free speech, your employer does not take away your free speech. It's the government taking away your free speech. That is what is preventable in America.
And he basically, the issue I have, whether you like Trump or not, is he's basically saying which ones he wants next and putting pressure on.
If the FCC, which is a governmental agency, really did call up and make threats, then that is arguably a free speech issue. And that's very bad. So I don't like canceling people at all. I don't like canceling speech.
I think Jimmy Kimmel is going to be bigger now and make more money, and he's going to sue. I think Jimmy's going to sue.
Right. So there's some things going on with our speech in this country that I'm not happy about. This I'm not happy about. Marco Rubio trying to introduce, thank God it got shut down, trying to introduce that bill where if you talk poorly about a certain country that you could have your passport taken away and stuff. These kinds of things are troublesome to me as a free speech absolutionist and an American patriot. And if something like that gets passed, this is when I think riots in the street should happen. So I don't like seeing this stuff. I don't like Jimmy Kimmel. Let's be frank about it.
I like him. I think he's a hypocrite just like everyone else. I know all the criticisms. He was on the Man Show and now he's super progressive. And he did do a skit where he did blackface.
Oh yeah, he did.
And he did
horribly. It wasn't just
it was bad. Yes.
His impression of Karl Malone is like well, I don't know. Whatever. I can't say because I'm not black.
And that is part of the conversation. A lot of that's the part of like, oh, those liberals and progressives, they're the first to throw other people under the bus when they're guilty of some stuff. Yeah, he's got skill to his class. He's a hypocrite like everyone else. I still think he's funny. I still like him.
Yeah, I don't because think I think he cries. I think he's stupid.
I like when he cries. I think it's genuine.
No, I don't. I really don't. But again, the FCC should not be making phone calls on behalf of the president.
No, and I think that is happening. Yes.
If that is happening,
basically,
we need to
our
put
current president is basically hinting to the press that he's doing that he's okay with it. He's basically, when he does interviews, like, yeah, they should be taken off.
It's terrible. Okay.
It is horrible. And celebrating that. And then the framing is what's driving me nuts to act like, oh, it was going to happen because the numbers sucked anyway for Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, they did suck. That's factually
But no,
correct.
They suck across the board for all late night TV. There's still late night TV still does better than other shows on network television. There's a lot of missing context here. Networks TV is struggling as a whole. The only thing that does really good is sports events,
All they did with Jimmy Kimmel, okay, is this overstepping. This is like Obi-Wan saying to Darth Vader, if you strike me down, I'll be more powerful than I ever was.
No, this is making Jimmy Kimmel stronger, and he's going to either come back on another network. I think he has grounds for a lawsuit. I think there is shenanigans going on. And it's enough of a pattern. Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel.
No, Colbert doesn't have what Jimmy Kimmel has.
No, I know, but it's a definite pattern now.
Yeah. So Jimmy Kimmel, if the FCC
because what did Colbert say? And then the Colbert's show got canceled the next day after too. I don't remember what the Colbert
was about. They're saying it was related to the Paramount merger being approved.
Yeah, but he said some. I don't. Yeah. But I don't remember what he said that got.
No, I mean they left him on the air, Max. He's still on the air now.
No, I know, but his show didn't get renewed. It's
right.
Like
but they didn't take him off the air. But they're saying the cancellation was because.
But it was right after he said something that was very critical.
All right, maybe I don't know. I didn't know that part of it.
It's a pattern now. I mean, I don't have all the proof, but I'm convinced there's enough here to suggest
we don't want everybody.
South Park is the they already took an episode off the air because of
No, they did that on their own choice. And then
they did.
And Turning Point America sent a letter to Comedy Central and said Charlie liked that episode. He would have wanted it to stay up. Mm-hmm. So
I think Daily Show is going to be the last stand. Daily Jon Stewart already left Apple Plus because they wanted to change the story, and he was doing reporting on what was it, AI or Apple or something? I don't remember. Something he would not compromise his story, his reporting, and he left.
Right. And look, everybody, I'm a big. And that's another. Okay, so that's another interesting thing that's tangentially associated with this topic is that South Park was due to issue an episode this week, and they allegedly didn't get it done in time. All right. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that for a second. All right. So South Park, and I'm a big South Park fan, everybody. I've seen literally every episode of South Park. Every episode. I like South Park. This season, though, every episode shares the same theme. Trump is an idiot. Fine. Trump has a small penis. Fine. Trump is.
I actually didn't think it was that. I mean, I thought it was funny, but not that funny.
Homosexual relationship with the devil. Okay, that is every episode is those three jokes. Okay, yeah. The I don't know what they were going to put out this week.
I think the joke is that they were going that far and daring them, especially since they just went through a merger and they got a big payday. That they're just like, yeah, we could do. They're doing basically a James Gunn. We could do what we want. Yeah.
Remember, everybody, there's FU money where you have so much money. It's FU money. But then, guys,
but the actual context of the show is not that funny.
There's another level of money above FU money, which is F me money. I have so much money. This is Elon Musk. I have so much money. I can do things that will F me and screw you. I don't care. That's the South Park guys now. So do I believe that they really didn't finish the episode this week? No. I think they had something in there based on recent events would have been too inflammatory, and they decided not to put it out, which I give them credit for, everybody. But I don't believe they didn't have it out.
Yeah. Well, do you think this is a big moment and they pushed too far on silencing critics, the Trump administration? Do you think they went too far with this one?
If the FCC was involved, this is vile. I'm disgusted as an American patriot, everybody, if this is vile, okay? This thing that Marco Rubio tried to introduce, I'm not kidding you, I would have gone and protested and rioted if that had passed. Not rioted. I would have protested peacefully and legally. But this is not as bad as that, but this is close to that. If the FCC is silencing people, everybody, that's not good for this country. It's not what this great country is all about. It's
the whole censorship thing is bad for all Americans.
All Americans, everybody. Just
now
like
people
getting shut down was bad. This is bad too on both sides.
Now, there's some critics that like, well, people were cheering on when they took down Alex Jones, for example. I would say there's different circumstances there. No, Alex Jones was making. Huh?
That was just as bad.
I put it in a different category because he was making accusations that caused harm too. I guess it's his freedom of speech, but he was also what he did to those families was horrendous. It's kind of different.
He got railroaded because people didn't like his politics.
Okay.
I look, guys, I'm being across the board even here. You can't shut people down for stupid opinions if you think they're stupid. Okay.
I think his were harmful beyond just commentary.
By saying that the FBI or the CIA was involved in in that school shooting, and it wasn't just a real school shooting? How is that harmful other than a stupid conspiracy theory? I mean, I'm not trying to be.
I get no. I get your freedom of speech absolutist. It sounds like I understand. It is very important for freedom of speech. And when I started YouTube, I'm like, I thought it was important, but I didn't realize how important it is. It really is important. So when you really fight for freedom of speech, it's for speech you don't like, right? I really don't like Alex Jones. I think his stuff is horrendous.
Okay,
Anthony's upset with me. No, I have no problems with InfoWars being taken down. But I guess if you are fighting for freedom of speech, his freedom too. But that's the hardest hurdle for me. What he did to those families is the hardest hurdle for me.
I don't care. I don't care for Alex Jones, but he's allowed to make those theories that it was a CIA operative and that they were actors. Okay, he's allowed to say that, Max. He's allowed to. The thing is, they went after him and they shut him down and they bankrupted the man.
Anthony says spreading lies isn't freedom of speech. If you intentionally spread lies, I guess the argument is that he didn't know he was lying.
Right. So Anthony, you're right.
So I do think Alex Jones is intentionally lying. I do. I don't think he's just like organically, I think this is happening. I think he's doing it for money.
And you know what? He went through a trial. I feel like he was railroaded during that trial. You know what I mean? I hate lawfare as an attorney. I hate when people use lawfare. And let me tell you guys, judges are bullshit. They're not. Very few judges are unbiased, really unbiased judicial people. Very few in my experience. I hate when lawfare is used against people to shut them down. It really bothers me personally. So maybe I have my own opinions about that.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Jade, you're right. Everybody, what we have in the U.S., okay, everybody who talks crap about the U.S. and our rights here and our legal system here, I invite you to watch the Netflix 4-part miniseries called Adolescence. Okay. In America, and again, I'm going on a bit of a rant here, but it's kind of relevant. So in America, everybody's heard the Miranda rights on TV. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. Basically, you have to tell somebody who's arrested, you don't have to say anything. And if you say something, it's going to be used against you. Do you know what it is in the UK, Max? You have the right to remain silent. However, if you refuse to answer our questions, it could be used against you in court. That is the actual Miranda rights of a criminal in the UK. Guys, go watch this series, Adolescence. It is disgusting. Okay? Nobody enjoys the freedoms that we have here. So when I see those freedoms being attacked, it disgusts me. So yeah, I don't like Jimmy Kimmel. I don't like his politics. I don't like what he says. But this shouldn't have happened to him.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jade. Rhea is asking, how does slander play into these rulings? Because it's freedom of speech. It goes into slander and defamation, defaming the families and the...
Right. That's what they got Alex Jones on. They called it slander and defamation. They allegedly proved the elements. I feel like the jury and the judge kind of twisted it on him. And the judgment, Rhea, was massively excessive to purposely bankrupt him. That was my thing. They did prove against him that he did commit slander and libel. That's how they got him.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's do a few mailbag and then call it a night. Thank you, Voltaire. Thank you, chat, for inviting.
Sorry to get so heavy, everybody.
No. I'm still struggling on. I can't. I hate Alex Jones. I hate him. I'm sorry. I understand freedom. That's a hard one for me. And what he did to this, I can't. I'm struggling with that one. I understand your points though, Voltaire. I really do. It's just I can't. Oh.
You have to be an absolutist because then shit like
it's so disgusting.
And by the way, here's the other thing. The reason that they're justifying this stuff is, what are they saying? You guys canceled everybody when we were on the other side, when you guys blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Brett, CJ, I was going to bring it up, but I kind of want to move on from the Charlie Kirk stuff.
Who, Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, well, he has a video on thoughts on Charlie Kirk. I just want to get to the mailbag tonight. No offense.
Arnold's got off the rails anyway.
Well, CG? I like Arnold.
I
would love it if Cenk was actually trying to challenge the rules about, if you could run for president if you became if you weren't born here. And I think they should revisit that. Honestly, I think that's the American dream. We're a lot of immigrants came here. I think he should be able to. I think Arnold would make a great president.
As an American immigrant, I don't want that rule changed.
Really?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't want the risk of any plants from other countries coming in. I don't want any of that.
Okay. Well, disagree there.
But again, you could. That's a congressional thing. That can be changed. Everybody, vote the people in.
All right. Will CGH Entertainment, will Disney regret making Tron Ares if it flops? They never wanted to make another one originally, but the fans wanted it. Disney always, they go back to their IP. They tried to get Tron 3 made so many. Dwayne Johnson. I would vote for The Rock. 2028. Yeah. I just think Tron's is going to go away if it flops. The soundtrack is enough to make some money off of it too with 9 Inch Nails. I hope it's good.
I like what we've seen from 9 Inch Nails soundtrack so far. Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Reznor though. I
think honestly there might have been only one more movie left in it as is anyway. So I think you're going to get what you get. I would be shocked if it's a smash success though, honestly. Even though I really like the soundtrack, I don't feel the energy I got from even Tron Legacy. Tron Legacy was probably the most profitable. The first Tron was like an indie weird cult movie. I actually think Tron Legacy is much better. The special effects and everything. I still really enjoy the first Tron, but it was never really meant to be a franchise. But I'd be shocked if Tron goes past Tron 3. The amount of effort it did just to get a third movie, and the trailers haven't been. I enjoyed the trailers, but they haven't been amazing, and they haven't been doing enough to get new audience. I think.
You think that they try to make it look too retro? Do you think that's part of the problem?
I think the pull is bringing the Tron programs into the real world, and that's interesting. But there wasn't enough in the trailers to hook the new audience. You got to get new audience. I think across the board, all these companies, they've been getting profit stocks for these companies have been going up because they're just the industry standard. And you could tell with Zaslav is to take value away from the customers, take things away and charge more. And that's how all their numbers have been going up, not providing more value to the consumers and reaching new consumers. It's penny pinching your cash cows customers. That's what every industry's been doing now, and that's the way it's surviving. And that's why we're probably in a big bubble that's going to burst. I think because all these companies, how prices are going through the roof for everything. They're just trying to get more money and give less value to your existing customers. If you look like food products, the boxes stayed the same size, but there's less product in it. People didn't notice that during the pandemic and everything. It's just you're giving less value to the consumer and you're getting more profits that way instead of trying to get new customers.
Right.
That's what every corporation is doing now. And we're getting to the point where consumers have had enough and they're not buying as much. I think I've read some statistics on the top the people that have the millionaires and stuff are buying the most product now. Not the it's changed from the way it was where not as many people even are going to McDonald's anymore, and they're only keeping their numbers up because they keep raising the prices. Eventually that's going to catch up to you. I don't know. I don't see good things happening. Well, I'm very pessimistic about the future in the economy.
We're really blackpilling tonight, aren't we?
No, I was white pilled last year. I was white pilled, and now I'm definitely black pilled. We're going to get to a point. I power to the consumer. I'd say cut the cord everywhere because all these companies really limit. There's fanboys that want to try to justify the price increases everywhere. Zaslav or Warner Brothers just said, I think we're just going to raise our price again just because we're not, just because.
Everybody, Do you know that everybody? I want everybody. Do you guys know that if you get the antenna, how good like the free like network TV is, and how good the quality is that comes in if you have like that antenna that you put on your TV instead of paying for cable? You know what I mean? I recommend cutting the cord, everybody.
I recommend consumers just saying have enough. If you really think the price is too much, just stop buying it. That's the only power you have, because that's what every company's doing now, is just increase the price. Our profits are starting to slide. Let's take something away, give you less product, and increase the price. Every single company. That's how all these CEOs are making money. Look what Zaslav did. Zaslav didn't do an amazing job. What did he do? He took stuff away. He shelved stuff. He started licensing stuff that was already on HBO to other streamers, and that's how profits came up a little bit. He didn't give you any more value.
No.
All right.
I'm sorry to hear that, Ghost Bumbles. Ghost Bumbles is correcting me, saying his antenna over the air is shit. Okay, it's really good for me, but I guess it depends on where you are.
Mm-hmm. All right. Jacob says thoughts on Matt Reeves says the Batman 2 will be better than the first film. They're always going to say, I don't believe.
What else is he going to say?
I really do think this movie will be better than the last. Robert Pattinson feels the way. We're very excited. But I don't believe all the hype about the Batman 2 script, and Pattinson loves it, just because the Matt Reeves verse, they've made so many strides with the Penguin and Catwoman. Zoe Kravitz was a great Catwoman. I'm tired of them bringing in Catwoman one and done. She's such a great character, and we never get a lot of progress on her character. She had a very interesting arc in the Batman, and I don't think she's in. As far as we know, she's not in the sequel. They didn't sign her up for the sequel, or a lot of the characters that were introduced in the Penguin series. What's the
true? But look, some people don't want to see Batman in a romantic role, and that's how I feel about the Catwoman thing. She was very good. I'm not going to say she wasn't. I'm happy if that's true that she's not in the second movie.
Really? Okay.
I don't want to see a love story with Batman. It's just not what I want from Batman.
It doesn't have to stay a love story. Something else could happen with their character.
And Rational, you're 100% correct. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah. All right. I mean, what else is she there for other than his love interest, Max?
I think there's a lot more to Catwoman. I think she could almost have her own spinoff series.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. We'll do two more. Thoughts on Margot Robbie says that she had Robert Pattinson posters on her wall growing up and was obsessed with Twilight. That's weird. I don't know.
I didn't know he was
not that she liked Twilight, just to think that she's younger than she's a beautiful woman, but she's younger than I would imagine if she had Pattinson on her wall, All right, let's see. Refresh it, he says. All right.
That's exactly what I thought too, by the way.
What if Cade Skywalker is who Ryan Gosling is playing in Legends? He was Luke's great-grandson. What if they retcon it to being Rey's son? After all, the original plan for the Rey movie was an older Rey. Okay. Rey's son?
But Ryan it's only Gosling? 5 years after the fact, CJ. So.
Yeah. I think if you introduce a new series, why would you want to anchor it to Skywalker again? Why would you want to do that? As my thoughts.
What people love?
I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna have him being a Skywalker. No. I think a lot of people would do face palms if, really, you're gonna announce Skywalker.
I don't think we'll see a proper Skywalker thing with Kennedy at the helm.
Listen, no one's opinion is wrong, but this comes the closest to it. I'm just kidding, Rhea. Hallie's Catwoman was generational. We didn't appreciate her. I appreciated the costume. I appreciate Halle Berry very much. I follow her on X, and she leaves lots of special tweets and X's. But Catwoman, I want to find the VHS just to have it, but I don't plan on watching it much.
You have Monsters Ball on VHS.
Yes, I do, and I haven't watched it yet.
That is the sexiest and most nudity you see from Halle Berry in any film.
Okay. But no opinion's wrong though, so don't get upset with Rhea's opinion. But that's close. That's close to being wrong. I don't know. I'll give it another shot for you. I'll watch it one more time. I remember watching it back in the day, and it was one of My least favorite superhero movies ever. But I think I'd rather watch.
And to be clear, that wasn't Hallie's fault. That was the writing.
Yeah. All right, but no one would be complaining if your significant other was wearing that Catwoman outfit. But watching a movie with it,
my God, if your lady could pull off that cat lady outfit, good God Almighty, you wouldn't complain.
Yeah. Her in Flintstones was mind blowing. That, oh my God, as the sexy Flintstone secretary, what was that doing in a family movie? Which, good God. Yes.
That was a movie where Rosie O'Donnell played Betty, who was supposed to be a very sexy character, So that movie was all over the place.
Okay, and then we'll do this one as the last one. Jacob McKenzie, Max, thought on Matt Reeves says we're in discussions on doing season 2 of The Penguin. We'll see what happens. I still got to finish the first one. The actress, what's her name, that from How I Met Your Mother won an award.
Yeah,
I got to see that now.
She's very good in it. I guess Matt Reeves is full on back to work.
I think there is a possibility that the Penguin saved the Reeves first Batman. Because yes, people that cover the industry, you have a contract, but you don't have to act on it. They could have just left it in limbo. And honestly, Matt Reeves, unless he's pushed, he might have just I'm still working on it. I can't refresh it, CJH. It's almost 1:30 and I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I hope to be streaming more next week. I'm going to be going to the concert Sunday and Tuesday. I'm seeing Garbage. Garbage.
I love Garbage.
I heard a lot of people say Shirley is really good live. So
I saw her years ago.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Hope everyone has a great day. Thank you for my co-host Voltaire. And we'll be back. Hopefully we'll be back with the mic drop next Friday if you're not busy. All right, if you would like to do the outro.
Good night and good luck, everyone.